Hello everyone, and thank you for joining today's InHand TechTalk. In the last episode, we discussed some concepts around Edge AI, and in today's video, we're going to be discussing an important term revolving around AI, TOPS. Brian, could you share with us what the definition of TOPS is?
It's an acronym relevant to Edge AI that describes the processing power, and specifically it stands for tera operations per second, and it measures how many trillion operations per second a device can process at.
So 1 trillion operations per second, that's quite a heavy workload. Brian, could you give us some real-world examples about what type of applications would require that high of processing power?
Yeah, sure. There are a lot of novel uses because this is such a new field. A good example of it is the healthcare industry, where we have doctors and maybe you're in an emergency room and you need instant analysis of like X-rays or MRIs. So you would need a high processing device. The tops in that field would range from around 10 to 15, but there are other applications, so autonomous driving, where you have multiple sensors and cameras looking at the road in front of you, and sometimes you have to make split-second decisions. So you would maybe need 20 to 30 tops. And lastly, there's some like smart city applications where you have cameras and you have like traffic monitoring. So maybe 10 to 15 tops, less intensive, but definitely a real application for tops.
So it sounds like the TOPS that are required varies from application to application. Brian, I see we have some devices on the table. Could you provide us what these devices are and the TOPS that come with each and where they would fit in those applications?
Sure, we have two new Edge AI devices. So the first one is the EC942. It's a little bit less intensive, so around 1 TOPS of processing power, but it does have applications in like voice to text or maybe like image reading. So it's a less intensive product, but it's also cheaper. We also have a higher grade TOPS product, where that is our EC954, and it has a peak range around like 25 TOPS. So it's definitely more relevant in like the previously discussed applications.
Great. So for TOPS, it is definitely an important criteria to understand when you're evaluating Edge AI devices. And as Brian mentioned, we have multiple selections to choose from depending on your application. So that is all we had for you today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.